Welcome to Comic Book Overview, where everyone can come and indulge in all things comic related, whether it be movies, TV shows, cartoons, video games, or just comics themselves. If you love comic books, then show it by hitting that subscribe button to help this precious media that we all love thrive and flourish. Sloth. Sloth is defined as a disinclination to action or labor, or in this case, spiritual apathy and inactivity. Today we will be going over the third comic in the comic series known only as 7, which offers some auxiliary information concerning the movie of the same name. So without further ado, let's begin. In this comic, much is revealed to us. Theodore Allen, also sometimes known as Ted, Teddy, or even Victor, depending on who he's dealing with at the time, becomes John Doe's third victim for having committed the sin of sloth. You see, Mr. Allen skirts his responsibility of labor, being a productive member of society. Instead, he chooses to mooch off of the system, while at the same time peddling his drugs to the already downtrodden of our society, creating more soulless, unproductive bodies that depend on the society to support them. In this issue, you learn how John Doe meets the acquaintance of Theodore and his connection with Eli Gould, the lawyer who was murdered for the sin of greed. You see how the killer gains access to Theodore and the beginning of the year-long torture process, in which Mr. Allen fades away, tied to his own bed under the Christmas tree deodorant decorations, which set the stage exactly 1 year later for when SWAT finds his emaciated, atrophied body. In his younger years, it seems that Theodore suffered from cephalgia, which gave him massive bouts of excruciating headaches. Seeking refuge from the pain, he was prescribed lithium treatments and electric shock therapy, which probably left an already fragile adolescent mind more traumatized. With such an extensive medical past, he probably never held down a real job and was able to collect disability checks from the state. But his handicap, you see, didn't seem to disable him from his endeavors of drug-dealing entrepreneurship or seeking to molest underage children. The sin of sloth, though, can be found in various interpretations throughout history. Isaac Watts, in his work Against Idleness and Mischief, states, "For Satan finds some mischief still for idle hands." You, viewer, may have heard another version of this with idle hands or the devil's workshop, which is loosely derived from the Bible. Scenes from Greek mythology are also seen in the comic. Sisyphus, king of Corinth, is punished for the sin of self-grandizing and deceitfulness, for pushing a boulder up a hill, only to have it roll back down on him when he gets to the top. This is related to sloth in the sense that it is fruitless labor. His action, even though he is working, is non-productive to the laborer and the society of which he dwells. Dante Alighieri also mentions his sin in the book of Purgatorio, with Cantos 18, the fourth terror of the slothful. Here those who were lax in love and in pursuit of what is good and virtuous must run in ceaseless activity and act in the antithesis of the inertness self while they were still alive. With all this said, I give this issue a ranking of 3.0 out of 5. A good read. While not having anything great in it, the comic at least gives the lover of the film some backstory information on the victims and why he was chosen. If you like this video, then please visit my YouTube channel for more like it. Don't forget to tap that bell icon on your way out. And until next time, as always, keep reading, my friends.